Hey guys, Natasha here. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my book that's coming out, Let's Be Real. I had an amazing experience writing it and being able to create a book that I'm truly passionate about, and I wanted to share with you guys the heart behind it and where I got my inspiration for the book. And it kind of all started about a couple years ago. Not the initial idea to write the book, but my experience of being able to write the book. My social media following grew a ton. Whether it was on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, I suddenly had this follower base that was growing, and it was crazy, and I was getting a lot of attention on social media, and it was overwhelming, and I started getting a lot of comments that were not harmful or mean or anything, but they would say things like, "I wish I had your life," or "You have the perfect life," which is nice comments, and again, they're endearing and they mean no harm. But when I look at that, I think these people don't know my life, and they don't know what I'm going through, and they don't know the struggles that I'm going through. And I would do the same if I see a celebrity or I see a model who's beautiful or has, someone who has a lot of followers, and I think that their pictures are cool. I think the same thing about them, and I'm thinking, wow, their life is so cool. Like, maybe that's how my life is supposed to be. And I noticed that we have this cycle of comparing ourselves to what we see online. And online is such a facade, and it's so fake. And not only are the pictures edited, but they have 1,000 filters, and they're posed and made to look the best that they can be, but that's not real life. And so I had to learn to not compare myself to what I saw online, but to just compare myself to the Lord's standards of what He thinks that my life should look like. And there's just been so many different struggles that I've had that I don't necessarily share online. And so when people say things like that, about me being perfect or wishing that they had my life or that my life is flawless or anything like that, I look at my life and I'm like, my life is so far from that, and I deal with so many things, whether it be acne, whether it be boys, whether it be dealing with my emotions, anything like that. It can always be difficult, and so I wanted to be able to share with you guys what it's like to be a teenager and what it's like to just live a life that is real and authentic, and to be an open and honest you, because that is what's super important. And I think that that's the only way to just be who you are, is to embrace your flaws and to embrace your quirks and the things that you have that nobody else has, to embrace those things and to be real. And so that's what the book's about, and I'm super excited. It was an amazing experience writing it. I got to dig up a lot of old stories from when I was a kid and even from a couple years ago, and implement them into the book to share with you guys some experiences that I've had, whether they be fails or experiences that I learned from and I overcame. But I wanted to be honest with you guys and just kind of lay it out all on the table and show you that this is what life is, and this is what being a teenager is. And I hope that you guys can learn from my stories, and I hope that anything that you take away from the book will in some way help you, and if not, just encourage you to be confident in who you are and to love yourself, because again, loving yourself is so important. I can't stress it enough. And so I hope you guys enjoy the book, and yeah.